All right, guys, time for another book review. This time, it's not going to be as good as the last one where we talked about the Graveyard book by Neil Gaiman. This one is Girl Jack by Christopher Grayson. Now, this book is either hit or miss. If you go on Goodreads, people will either tell you it's a 5-star book or they'll tell you it's a 1-star book. For me, it's about a 3.5. Because if you turn off your brain, it is a fun book. Is an interesting detective novel, even though the main character, Jack Stratton, is not a detective, he's a police officer, but he's acting as a detective trying to solve what happened to his foster sister. She disappeared, he's trying to figure out what happened. He meets a mysterious woman, aka her name's Replacement. He's also dealing with the loss of his foster brother, who he went to war with. There's a lot going on in his life. The problem I have with this book, the main problem I have with this book, is how stupid of a police officer Jack Stratton is. Yes, he does say many times he is not a detective, but he is so dumb. And I'm just going to give you one example, and this will not spoil the book for you, trust me. So, when he first meets Replacement, she breaks into his apartment. He kicks her out. When they talk, he kicks her out. A couple days later, he comes back to his apartment. He sees that his door is unlocked. And in his head, he goes, oh, the door's unlocked. The only person who has the key to my place is my mother. So it must be my mother who's in my apartment. So he opens the key and guess who's there? It's Replacement, and he is shocked. Why would you be shocked? She broke in a couple days ago, and why would your first thought be the only person that could be in that apartment is your mother? By the way, he was adopted. That's what I'm saying, his mother. It's not his biological mother. Why? Why would that be your first thought? Like, that's the problem I have with some of these books. Like, I enjoy them, but the logic that the writer uses does not make sense. And there's a lot of it throughout this book. There is one scene that made me want to just vomit. Or I say scene, but there's a couple pages in there that made me want to just vomit. Basically, it's like a Star Wars scene, and you'll know it when you read it, and you'll know what I'm talking about if you have read it. And if you have read it, in the comments below, put what scene you think I'm talking about, because it is nasty to me. So I'm giving it 3.5 stars. It's a good read if you're willing to turn off your brain and not think about any of this stuff. But if you are someone who critiques books and looks at all this stuff, there are a lot of issues. But 3.5, I think it's enjoyable enough to get through. It's not going to bore you to death. You should enjoy it.